Hey guys, Hitesh this side and welcome to lesson number 2. In the last lesson you learned how to navigate in Odoo. You also learned where to look for in order to make any changes in the settings. And now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty. Specifically in this video, I'm going to show you how to analyze your business data. By the end of this video, you will know how to open forms in various possible ways, how to sort information, how to group information, how to set your favorites in Odoo, and how to create dashboard reports. So let's dive right in. As you get inside a module, the very first screen other than the dashboard is going to be this list view. So let's understand this first. A list view simply means that here we will have all the entries of that form available to us as a list. In simple terms, a few fields from that form that Odoo thinks are important for you are being extracted out here. This list view becomes very handy in some cases, as with this list view, we also get the ability to sort the data the way we want to. To do that, all you need to do is to click on these downward facing triangles here that are present on each column, and Odoo will sort the data in ascending or descending order for that particular column. Now in case this view is not good for you, you can go to this right hand corner of the screen and click on the other options available to you and can have a view over the same data in other different formats. The first one is the list view itself that we just went through. The second one is the Kanban view. This is a mobile responsive representation of your data that shares a limited information at glance. In case you want to go into the details, you can double click on these entries and can go into this detailed view. This is the third type of format you can see your data in, and the most detailed one that you can go into. To come back, you can press on this breadcrumb. The next one in the list is the calendar view. This basically is all the entries of this form on a calendar. You can view this day-wise, week-wise, or month-wise. Again, in case you want to go into details, you can double click on this and the system will take you to this detailed view. Next comes the pivot view, or as I would like to call it, the spreadsheet view. This looks simple at first, but if you will look carefully, you can select the X and the Y parameters in here to view whatever business data you would want to see. Let's change the X axis for some time period, for example, and the Y axis for a customer's name. As I'm viewing the quotations data right now, so now we are looking at the amount of quotations we have made for each of these customers in these weeks of this month. Likewise, A, you can select the X and the Y axis from these available options to view a relevant data, and B, you can also flip the axis with this flip axis option here. And when you are satisfied with the outcome, you can download the report in XLS format. Alright, so the last format in this list is the graph view. This gives you a visual representation of your data in bar chart, line chart, and pie chart view. You can change the parameters here as well, and can further filter or group data to see almost any business report you would want to see. Okay, now speaking of the filters and groups, let's see what's that all about. In this list view, if you can see, we have 13 entries here, and one filter is applied over it that says My Quotation. This filter simply means that when applied, the system will show the quotations only created by the user with which you are logged in. To remove this filter, simply press on this little cross over the filter in the search bar. To apply more filters, you can click on this filter button and a drop down of various applicable filters will come up for you. Let's say you want to see all the quotations with Skakis's sales order. So to do that, select this. Or if you want to see the quotations with the Skakis quotations, select this. Say you want to see the quotations with Skakis sales order but in a particular time frame, for example, select multiple filters accordingly and entries will get filtered as per your commands. Just play around to find the best match. And when you think you found a filter setting that you might want to use again and again, you can save it by going to this favorites button and selecting Save the Search. Now you can make it a default filter if you want, and can also share this filter with other users in the system. Once you are through this, Just enter a name and save. A few more things I would like to mention here is that you can send this filter to a custom dashboard. To do that, just press this and enter a name and save. Likewise, you can add this to Google Spreadsheet as well, but only if you have your Google Spreadsheet configured with Odoo. Last but not the least, you can also create your own filters. So as I was saying, if you want to create your own custom filters, simply press Add Custom Filter button, select the field you want to apply this filter on, select the logic you want to implement, and then select the value you want this logic to be applied onto. And the best part is that you can even add multiple conditions as per your requirement. So you can end up getting almost any result you would desire. Similar to the filters, we have grouping options. That does pretty much as the name suggests. It groups entries based on a selected criteria. And rest, it has similar add-on features as filters. You can save results, send to dashboard or spreadsheet, and can create custom groups in case you want to. Just give it a try and you will be an expert in no time. Alright, we are almost done here. Before we move forward to the next video, let me cover up one more powerful tool that Odoo gives you here. It is this advanced search facility here. This is very powerful. Searches inside the form on the line level or field level, as that is what applies here. You want to search something, simply search in this field and just let Odoo know what is it that you're looking for. And it will show you only the entries containing that parameter on that very field. Alright, this was all we have for handling your data in Odoo. And please do not worry if you think we went a little fast here. You can always come back to refer this again and again. To quickly recap, in the last two videos you learned how to navigate in Odoo, how to go to various submodules in Odoo, how to handle your data in Odoo, how to install more apps in Odoo, and how to change settings in Odoo. So now I think we are ready to start going a little deeper now. So in the next video, you're going to learn how to set up your company in Odoo. And I will see you in the next video.